This video is designed to show you some basic customizable features to turn your Gmail from this default setting into something that's a little bit more user friendly. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, let's go to settings. Settings are this little cog here on the right. Down to settings. First thing we're going to do is change the language from English US to English UK. Okay, move down the page. And we're going to have a look at the difference between conversation view on and conversation view off. So I'll just leave that off for now. I'll save the one change I've made. Okay, now I'll find an email. This is an example of conversation view off. So email from Martin, back from me, and so on and so forth, just pile up one on top of the other. Now if I turn that into conversation view on, and look at the same email, now you'll see the emails pop up on top of each other like a smartphone. So at the end of the day, that's a personal preference of what you decide works for you better. Personally, I prefer conversation view on, so I'm going to leave that as on. The next thing we're going to look at is how the inbox is organized. Now this setting here is a default setting, is a traditional setting for most emails, where emails are organized in terms of the date they were received. And depending if they are read or unread, it doesn't make a difference to how they're piled up on top of each other. Now again, this is personal preference, and depending what works for you, you may like to leave this as default, or you may like to change it to the priority inbox, which I'm going to show you. Personally, this doesn't work well for me because it's unlikely that I'm this organized with my mail inbox and only have one unread email. Often an unread email might slip further and further down the list, and I can overlook it. So what I'm going to do is change my mailbox by going settings, inbox. I'm going to change from default to priority inbox. Now what this will do is put three layers on top of each other. First, I want unread emails. Second, starred emails. And third, down here, everything else. By leaving 3 empty, it just will bypass number 3. The next thing I'm going to do is turn off markers. Okay, markers is just a little bit clunky and annoying, and it's Gmail trying to be intuitive to decide for you what's an important email. But we don't need that on. So I'll save those changes. So what that change does is divide your inbox into 3 categories. Unread emails all to the top. Anything that I apply a star to will come in this section here. And everything once read falls into the everything else category. So this email that was sent to me by myself, if I open that up and then go back to my inbox, it's dropped down to everything else. If I now apply a star to that, and the colours, I can apply as many colours as I like in the settings area. Now when I hit refresh, that one there comes to the top of the starred section. Take the star off, and it goes back to everything else. The next thing we're going to look at is this chat section here. Gmail chat allows you to have instant messaging with people you're connected with, and you can connect with people by sending them an invitation or them sending you an invitation to chat. But because we want a little bit more space on the left here for our labels, there's a lab we can use to shift this section over to the right. So we go back into settings, up the top here, labs, and we're going to type right hyphen side no space, and this right side chat, hit enable, save changes. So now we'll see the chat has moved over to the right side, freeing up this space over here on the left for our labels. Labels are different to folders in that, unlike folders in Office where you can put an email into one folder, in Gmail you can apply multiple labels, like applying multiple post-it notes to a bit of paper. So I'll use the example here with that email I sent to myself. We come up here to the labels button. I can apply as many labels to this email as I like. Apply. Or alternatively, I can create a new label. Now what that does here is applies each of those labels to this email. And now I'll be able to find that email in the inbox, in test labels, department meetings, IT committee. Now if I decide that I don't want it in here, then I can highlight it and remove the label. That just removes that label from that email. I'll still be able to find it where all the other labels are applied to it. So it's just a different way of doing things, but a very effective way of doing things. Again, makes your emails so much easier to find depending on the way you like to store them. The last thing that we're going to look at today is one of the best features about Gmail. It's a little search function. The search function can be found up in the search bar here. I can search for an email by typing like I do a Google search. Such as that. Or if I want to find an email that doesn't quite pop up with the simple search, I can hit this little triangle here. Now I can search using a range of tools. I can search for emails from someone, emails I sent to someone, by subject, includes the words, doesn't have, by size, or within a date range. It's an amazingly effective tool to sort and filter your emails. That's this video of basic Gmail customization. Best thing for you to do is play with the different features and customize your mailbox to the way you like to work and is most efficient for you. The last thing that we're going to look at today is one of the best features about Gmail. It's a little search function. It's the search function. The search function can be found up in the search bar here. I can search for an email by typing like I do a Google search. Such as that. Or if I want to find an email that doesn't quite pop up with the simple search, I can hit this little triangle here. Now I can search via using a range of tools. I can search for emails from someone, emails I sent to someone, by subject, includes the words, doesn't have, by size, or within a date range. It's an amazingly effective tool to sort and filter your emails. That's this video of basic Gmail customization. Best thing for you to do is play with the different features and customize your mailbox to the way you like to work and is most efficient for you.